What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to Figure Bros. My name is Philip, and as you guys can see today, we are taking a look at Bandai's S.H. Monsterarts Blue Eyes White Dragon. Yes, today we are taking a look at the S.H. Monsterarts Blue Eyes White Dragon. In this review, I will be going over all of the details such as articulation, look and design, price, and at the very end of this video, I will give you guys a final verdict score for Blue Eyes White Dragon. But before you go any forward, please do me the big favor right now. Hit that like button. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss when Jared or I drop a video. With all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into articulation. So let's just go ahead and jump right into articulation. There's a lot of articulation, so please bear with me. There's a lot to go over here. I'm gonna do my best to go over every little detail of this S.H. Monsterarts Blue Eyes White Dragon, because there's a lot, and I mean a lot, to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom all the way out, get my finger out of the way. I have the pretty much the lighting, I have it on barely because the shade of white that they used, there's a lot, there's just so much detail, man. Look at this thing. It's just absolutely beautiful. So let's go ahead and start with articulation. You guys can see right away, we got an articulated jaw. I really do like that. It actually can move a little bit left and a little bit right, so which is nice to have. All of his dorsals and scales, they all move. Almost every single one of them on here pretty much move, even down into the chest, which you'll see. The articulated neck, we get each, which feels like it's a ball joint. So you get a ball joint here, and then here, 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 and here, all articulated. So you can have this guy looking straight up. You can have him looking down barely. You can have the neck go all the way down. You can move it all the way to the left, to the right. I mean, there's just so much articulation going on here. Monsterarts doing a fantastic job with that. The wings each, like, I guess you could say like fin or scale of the wings, they all move. I mean, they are incredibly light. They're also supported by a ball peg, which you guys can see right there. So pretty good. Both of them, ball pegs, they all move pretty easily, and they are like incredibly light. They feel like pretty much aluminum, and I really do like that. I really like how light that is. Arms, we get pretty good articulation on the arms. Again, you guys can see right there. You guys can pretty much see the joints on all of them. Ball joint. It all moves pretty well. You can see too, there's a ball joint in here. So you can pretty much, for a dragon, you can pretty much get all the range motion that you kind of want. And the fact that we get a joint here and a joint here, you can pretty much get very good flexibility. Chest, same thing, just like it was with the neck. These like scales, again, they all move. Try to get my fingers out of the way so you guys can see. There we go. Feels like there's like pretty much a ball joint here and another ball joint right there. So, which is really good too, because then you can get, you can pretty much get him level. Like posing with him is not difficult at all. Like you guys saw in the 360, I mean, you can just stand him up just like that pretty easily. And I really do like that, and I really do appreciate that. The legs, another joint here, and joint here. My only complaint about the legs, I wish we did get some kind of like toe hinge. Like if you guys remember Jared's review of One Piece Kaido, I do wish like we get some articulation for the toes, which we don't, which is kind of disappointing, but oh well. One thing Monsterarts shines, man, these tails are so articulated. I mean, they're done beautifully. You get articulation here, articulation here, here, pretty much throughout the whole tail. I mean, look at that curvage. That is satisfactory right there. That's A+. Really, really good there. So all in all, very good for an articulated dragon for Blue Eyes here. Look and design. You guys noticed I showed off the box in the beginning. You saw how nice and blue he was. This one, when you get him outside the box, he's not really blue. He's more like pearl white with some silver shadings and a touch, I mean like a touch of blue, particularly on his backside. But it's not really blue. Like you can see like a little bit of shading, some blue here. It's really a lot of this metallic silver and pearl white that they used, which honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of. It does look pretty good, but I would have liked it to see, I would have liked him better if he looked more like the box art that I showed you. If he was more like a little more blue instead of this pearl and silver white we get, I would be a little bit, I'd be happier with that. But it's still, it's not a, you know, a deal breaker or anything. He still looks gorgeous. The detailing on him, look at his eyes, man. Let's see if we can get a nice, look at that, man. The detailing on him is fantastic. Just beautiful. I really do. This is where it shines for me. The inside of his mouth, all the sharp teeth, good paint on the inside. Again, the details, the wings are fantastic. And I can't stress this enough. This character is so light. It's so easy. I do wish these ball pegs were a little bit stronger, but it's okay. But he is so light that you can just pretty much get any standing pose. He also comes with ways that you can actually make him look like he's flying, which I'll show off in some photos here at the end of the video when I'm giving my final verdict score. Just excellent looking figure there. So look at design, well done. Just wish it was a little more blue eyes instead of like this really white with a brush of silver. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of the accessories he comes with. For his main accessory, we get this beautiful white lightning effect. I mean, like a gorgeous white lightning effect. He also comes with some additional pegs, so you can make it look a little different each time if you want a little more blast radius effect. You get 3 of them that you can put in. Actually, I think you get 4. There's one small one. Yeah, you get this small one as well, which I already have pegged in. Again, I like that. I just wish they were all just pegged in, and that would have been really nice. Or I do wish one of them could peg into his mouth directly. That would have been really cool. Instead, you have to kind of like peg it like this to make it free floating and standing. You could put it in his mouth as well and clamp down on the jaw, which I was successful most of the times taking photos. But when you do that, it kind of makes him a little like top heavy. So if he's standing on his front legs like that, he will fall forward if he doesn't have the tail supporting him. Luckily, you get a bunch of pegs. Speaking of the pegs, here are all the different pegs you get in. You get 3 of them, of those ones, and then you get 1 like chest peg, which is really nice because that easily, again, goes right here onto his chest, and you can put him to make it look like he's flying. The plate that you get with also really good. You get 4 slots to put them in, so you can manipulate it a little bit differently. I do like that this is complete clear plastic. They don't have like a Blue Eyes logo or a Yu-Gi-Oh logo or a Seto Kaiba logo. I'm glad they just went with a very wide, clear one. I do appreciate that. Mezco, that's something that they can definitely learn from as well. Okay, so we talked about the articulation, we talked about the accessory, talked about look and design. Let's talk about price before we go to the final verdict. In stock right now on Big Bad Toy Store, this thing goes for $139.99. This is my biggest complaint with this, like with Bandai just in general lately. I don't know where they get off with some of their prices lately, but this is ridiculous. This thing should not be $140. Now, I'll tell you guys right now, I did not pay $140 for this. I ended up getting this on eBay, $80 free shipping. Check eBay. There's a bunch of people looking to dump this thing off loose. I mean, if you're okay with a damaged box, anything like that, you can pick this thing up for a steal. Do not buy it brand new in stock anywhere. Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, none of that. This thing should not be 120, 130, 140. This thing should be $90 brand spanking new and $80 or lower loose or used. That is just my opinion. You guys let me know down in the comment section. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the final verdict score. The final verdict score I gave for Blue Eyes White Dragon, I'm gonna go ahead and flash it up right on the screen, is a solid 80B. And you will see the biggest gripe I have is the price. I gave it 20 for box, 18 for articulation, 18 for look and design, 14 for accessories, and 10 for price, giving it a final score of 80 out of 100. Again, that is my biggest complaint with this piece, is just how expensive it is. I mean, again, for the accessories, I would have liked to just see maybe, you know, another blast effect would have been really cool. One just shooting directly, or one that you could just peg right into his mouth that just is blasting straight out, like you would have seen in the animation or something like that. This effect is really cool, I will say. This is a dope-ass freaking blast effect. This is actually really cool. I'm going to use this for my Dragon Ball characters as well, so I like that, you know, I get an effect that I can use somewhere else. Pretty cool. I also like the fact that we get a bunch of these type of pegs, and yes, I did count these as accessories. You get a bunch of them that you can manipulate. It really does help pose with Blue Eyes White Dragon and really kind of brings him to life. For articulation, I mean, this thing is just off the charts articulated. I mean, Monsterarts does a fantastic job. This is something that Jared and I were talking about. The tail is so well articulated. The freaking neck is so well articulated, and the design of this thing, again, is pretty damn good. Just me personally would have liked to see it look a little more bluish. Like I said, the box art that he has is really good. I would have liked to see it look a little more blue. However, though, I'm not mad about this look right here. I'm cool with it and I'm good with it, so I think that it's okay. Box presentation, this thing gets a solid 20 out of 20 for box. The box is fantastic. You get a full art on the back, and then you can flip it over, you get a window view plus what you're gonna get inside of it. That's pretty damn good. Again, my biggest gripe is just that price. Brand new, $140. I mean, that's just insane. You have to figure taxes, and if you're getting it from Big Bad Toy Store, you have to pay $4.99 for shipping. If you're getting it for Entertainment Earth, probably gonna get free shipping there. Again, that pricing is really what I have as far as the biggest hiccup. This thing is just an excellent piece, guys. This is, again, something that you're gonna say to yourselves, do I really need it? But once you actually have it and it's in your collection, you're gonna be like, man, am I really happy to have it in my collection. Let me know what some of your guys' thoughts are down below. Again, please do me the big favor, hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Catch you guys next time.